Be honest. How many times have you opened your laptop or iPad to get work done only to find yourself 20 minutes deep into the TikTok algorithm or reorganizing your desk like that suddenly matters? Or maybe your phone lights up. I mean, even reorganizing your sock drawer feels easier than starting that one important task. That's not laziness. That is distraction. And distraction is one of the oldest struggles in the book. The mind wasn't designed to chase 100 things at once. It was designed for clarity, for order, and for purpose. Now, the good news? The good news is once you understand the psychology behind distraction and the simple ways to reset your focus, you can finally start working with the way that your mind was designed instead of fighting against it. So let's break it down. When you scroll, your brain releases a burst of dopamine. That's not pleasure, it's anticipation. It is your brain saying something good might be around the corner. That anticipation loop is addictive. It is so addictive. Now, when we compare that to working on a long project, there is no instant hit. There's no clear reward. Your brain sees it as boring and it pushes you toward the easier dopamine spike. But here's the unlock code. You don't need to fight dopamine. You need to redirect it. And here's how you can do that. First, you can do it with micro rewards or progress tracking or novelty that's built inside your work to keep the dopamine flowing in the right direction. That's why games are so addictive with points, levels, wins. You can design your work to feel the same way. How? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here are 3 hacks to outsmart your distracted brain. Number 1 is the 5-minute rule. I want you to tell yourself, I will work for just 5 minutes. Now, this lowers your brain's resistance barrier, and 9 times out of 10, momentum kicks in and you'll keep going. Now, hack number 2 is the reward stack. When you pair a boring task with a micro reward, then you stack your chances of completing it. For example, when I finish writing this email, then I get to sip my coffee. Your brain learns to associate effort with dopamine instead of try to escape it. Now, hack number 3 is the context reset. Your brain anchors habits to environments. So if your desk equals scrolling, then it's hard to focus there. Change locations or even posture, or work at a cafe or stand instead of sit, or switch to pen and paper instead of tablet or iPad, and your brain feels the novelty and pays attention. Now, these aren't just cheap tricks that don't work. They are evidence-based rewires that line up with how your psychology actually functions. But here's the bigger shift. Focus is not just about getting more done. It's about who you are becoming. Every time you choose distraction, you reinforce identity with someone who avoids. But every time you focus, every time you choose focus, you reinforce the identity of someone who follows through. Habits are not just actions, they are votes for your future self. And the more votes you cast right now, the clearer your identity becomes. So, the next time you sit down to work and you feel the urge to escape, remember this. Your brain isn't sabotaging you. It is protecting you. But you are in the driver's seat now. So do yourself a favor today. Use the 5-minute rule, stack rewards, and reset your context. And most importantly, decide right now that I am the kind of person who finishes what I start. Because once your identity shifts, focus stops being a fight and it starts becoming natural. These hacks will break the distraction loop. If you found this helpful, don't just save it or not use it. Try these hacks today and watch how fast your brain rewires itself.